Mark Ferraschi, ProTech Dog Training. Sitting in my room just watching some TV. Tina's out in the other room watching the Anne Frank Diaries. And it really brings home, you had studied that when you were a kid. I know I read it in English class or something like that in junior high school. And stuff like that seems like it can only happen in books, you know what I mean? With what happened in World War II and the Germans and all that whole situation. And here we are living in another situation where we're going through a coronavirus where people are dying. We're all locked down in our homes. We're dealing with this. And if you saw my picture earlier, me wearing a mask when I went out, I kind of figured that was going to happen. And there's questions going around, will we ever return to normalcy? And Dr. Fauci, who's the leading expert in communicable diseases and situations like this that we all respect because we see him on the news every day, and he's a very frank individual and honest and gives science as the leading edge of what's going to happen. But I saw the mandate about the mask and this suggestion from the CDC that everybody wear a mask when they're out because they're now worried that we have a large part of our society that could be shedding this disease. And that it's not for our protection when we wear a mask, but it's more about wearing a mask for other people's protection, because I could be somebody that's a carrier and be not as susceptible to catching it. So you're shedding the disease and you basically got it, but it's not manifesting in symptoms. So you feel fine. And that's kind of what I feel about myself. If we had testing, I probably could find out that that was the case or not. But I feel like I have felt symptoms of this situation that my body's basically passed off. And the night that I was at LAX and I felt feverish, and then I felt dizzy, and I felt flu-like symptoms. And the next day I felt pretty bad, and I lasted a whole day, and then it was gone. Quiet. So that being the case, I think I'm probably asymptomatic, but I don't know that. We have to have testing. We still don't have testing, and this thing's gone on. And our dear leader, as I like to call him, the man that is running our country right now, Mr. Trump, is shown himself to be failing dramatically as a leader. And I've known this from day one, and now he shows it every day when he gets up on the podium and sits there and pushes away responsibility for what should be his responsibility and our government's responsibility to protect our people. And that's the way our federal government has always been. And those that rise to the occasion and are strong leaders have shown that to be the case in our past. Okay, we had the World War II with Churchill. And Churchill was such a strong leader, it wasn't even funny, and so much respect for the man. And that's what leadership's all about. Somebody that stands up and takes responsibility and does what he needs to do and doesn't push it off and basically make excuses constantly, saying that our federal government isn't supposed to be the one that's... We've always had a federal government that's supposed to be there to be the leader in our government. Our president is supposed to be our leader in our government. And this man has shown me no leadership whatsoever. So I'll be glad when November comes and we can vote his ass out of office if we can, because I have a feeling there's going to be a bunch of sneaky bullshit to avoid our cycle of votership and take away our ability to vote him out of office. And we all are going to know that that's going to be the case, but there's going to be a lot of sneaky pull, I'll guarantee you. And it's coming. So we need a strong leader. That's no two ways about it. And we're going to be through this situation. I don't think so. When the CDC came out with the suggestion of wearing masks out in public, I knew that was going to be the case, that they started mandating that it was required to wear a mask going out in public. And I knew that was going to be the case. And that's going to come to pass. Slow but sure. The screw will tighten slow but sure until pretty soon everybody will have to wear a mask when they go out. And that's not for your individual protection. That's for the protection of other people around you, because you may be asymptomatic and basically be passing and shedding the disease. Because a good part of it, I keep coming back to the reading this, and looking at how perfect of a disease this is. Okay, that knowing in my heart and my gut telling me, and I don't have any scientific proof, I have nothing to say that this is the case, but I feel that it's a man-made disease, and I think that it's us genetically engineering a disease that is perfect, okay? A virus like this that is perfect, because think about it. It's hitting old people more. It's hitting the black race. It's hitting all those people that are old that are going to draw on our system, and it'll take them out of the mix, and it ends up in the end, if you look at it and you were a cruel bastard, you would say that, yeah, it's going to make our society stronger, because now we don't have the insurance company is going to love it. It's going to take a lot of the people that are drawing on our health system away from our health system, because they no longer will be drawing on it. They'll be dead. The black race, they're the ones that the African Americans are the ones that are suffering a big part of this. They're more susceptible to it because of their infirmities in health. You can do the thinking on your own. I don't need to express it, but look at it. It's just too perfect of a engineered disease. It really is. It just tells me that man has got their stamp all over it. It's an engineered disease. Believe me, this virus has been engineered by man, and it's hitting pockets of our society that will only make the rich richer and separate the classes even more. And it's insidious. It really is. This whole thing smacks of evil. Evil is about the best way to say it. So it is what it is. We're going to add this to the Corona Diaries, and this is my log on the 7th day of April. I do believe it's 4/7 today. And we're right in the middle of this thing. Everybody's in lockdown in a lot of different parts of the world, creating a separation. It's pretty scary. Pretty scary. I'll let you guys go. This is my Corona Diary for today on the 4/7. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.